been a while. I haven't uploaded any videos recently, mainly because I upgraded some parts of my computers. I had to reinstall Windows. And once I finally got OBS reinstalled, I think the first fight I went into was a huge fight. It was like 20 versus something. And for some reason my FPS dropped to like 10. So I don't know. I didn't know if it was OBS, if it was just the amount of people in local. I was watching a live stream at the same time, so don't know. But hopefully now I set it back up. Hopefully I won't have any issues, and I will be able to maintain like okay FPS in game. Sorry. I also just want to kind of go over, now we're like 2 months into the server, where you need to be to like get involved in PvP. I think a big hurdle that I've heard a lot of people say is, well, people in our kingdom want a PvP, but they don't think they're ready. You know, they want to get 90 fight skill first, they want to get like 50 shield and like 50 aggressive, and like they don't think like they're ready to go out and fight. So look, I think it's, to be brutally honest with you, I don't care about my skills. If you know what I have for stats, it doesn't help you any. Knowing what I have for items doesn't really help you. So I'm happy to share what I have in terms of skill sets, gear I carry with me when I go into PvP, and kind of like why I carry that and why my kind of thinking. Again, it's a really big personal choice. I don't think that any way you need to like copy what I do, or I'm saying like I have the best build or kind of items. I'm sure if you spend a lot of time studying the game and researching, you'll find a whole lot of better stuff than this. But you know, I also think Wurm's a game. It's a sandbox game that you really can play based on your preference. And this is my preference. So go over skills first. Overall body, almost 28. My body strength, 28. Body control, 23. Kind of the rest of my stats, very low soul depth. Okay soul strength, mostly from mining. Almost 70 faith. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big sermon guy. I probably could be better about it. Highest skill, obviously fighting. I have 76 fighting. I think it's a lot easier now to grind fighting when there's this many mobs out here, although, as you can see, in the blacklight area, there's not a lot of mobs, so it's a little tough. Aggressive fighting, I'm just shy of 50. Defensive, 50. Mostly that's from shield training against bison. And normal fighting, I don't do a lot of, so it's pretty low. To be fair with you, I don't even know how I got that. Going down here, I do a lot of mining. I kind of do a lot of resource grinding. I'm a priest, so I stick to mining, stick to wood cutting. These are the big kind of contributors to my body strength and body stamina. During the beginning of the server, I did a lot of kind of carpentry to help with my body control. So I have some fletching, some bowery. I do have 3 affinities in archery, so you'd think I probably have more than 45 archery, but no. I just find archery so boring. I've tried to grind it. I've gone out. You know, it just feels like 1 out of 5 arrows hits. It's so hard. I don't care. My primary weapon use is an axe, so I have large axe to 44, huge axe 41. I also use a large maul, so I have 55 in large maul, but I don't use a large maul. I use the Scepter of Ascension, so it's an artifact, but it uses large maul skill, which is why I have such high large maul. My shield skill, primary shield I use is medium metal. I have 41. Probably could afford to get to 50 if I really cared. I don't. Healing. First aid, 25. I'd say 25's... I've had relatively good luck now with bandaging wounds. I know it's kind of a pain in the butt. I thought it was like, even when I had 10, 15, I felt like I failed a lot. I feel like 25 is a good number, that I feel pretty good in combat now. Healing. Religion. Yes, I have 31 channeling. I've been a priest. Probably, I think I was a priest right as like I got 30 faith, so within you know, when everybody else was. I don't grind it. I chip away at it. Usually when I turn on sleep bonus and I'm out like wood cutting or something, if I get full favor like this, I'll do some casts, you know, and try to get it up if I remember it. Do I care that much? No, I don't care that much. 31's enough for me to get drain health, scorns, zombified pet. Not really having any issues on that front. Things I could improve on. I think I can get better large axe. I probably can get that up to 50. I probably can get 50 in my sub-shield skill if I really wanted to. Medium metal. In archery, I do know that sleep bonus plus 3 affinities plus BOTD on my longbow, I probably would have a very accelerated skill gain. I just find it to be immensely boring, so I'm not that crazy about it. Body stats, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with my body stats. I don't think they're the best of the server, but I don't play that often. I think as people think, I work from home just because of COVID. So while I'm on, I'm usually just sort of like AFK in the background, chipping away when I can. So in terms of gear, what I carry with me, we'll go through it. Mixed grass. I use it mostly for taming, as well as oats. I use oats to feed my horse. I really honestly would use any vegetable. It doesn't really matter to me. Compass, 71 quality. I think this was from somebody casted Blessing in the Dark. I don't know if that actually does anything. I think this was from... It's from Rager, apparently. So, I don't know. I think this is from one of those magical chests. I always carry a pickaxe on me, so if we get, you know... If we're out somewhere roaming, I probably shouldn't have a grinding pickaxe, but I do. You know, sometimes you have to make a mine you want to hide out in or something. You want to do a trap. Pendulum. Lurker in the Dark. 93. Has some Wind of Ages on it. I think I got this off of JK, maybe? I don't know. My statuette. And I have a Adamantite Large Axe. 81 Blessing in the Dark. 77... Rotting Touch. So Adamantite, not the easiest to come by. I do carry 2 weapons. So I have, they're yellow because I have the jackal skins. Listen, I get suckered into that stuff really easily. So pretty cool though. Looks a little different. The huge axe kind of looks like this. Unfortunately though, it has the one-handed swinging animation, so it's really hard to tell that it's a huge axe. So that kind of sucks. The Adamantite kind of looks like a hatchet. Not really that cool, but whatever. Still has kind of the blue tint to it. I like it. You know, I'm not going to complain. My huge axe is 80 quality. My Adamantite is only 70. Obviously, it's harder to imp bump with this because we only have so much Adamantite. As well as, you know, I don't hunt with this large axe because I don't want to damage it and then have to use it just for imping my weapons because I'm out hunting. So I use the huge axe most of the time. I think this is really kind of a, right now, who can do the most damage type thing. So for me, it's important that I have a good quality two-handed weapon more than I have a better one-handed quality weapon. I think probably 80% of the time I'm fighting, I'm going to be using a huge axe or the Scepter of Ascension. If I'm getting targeted or I feel like I'm in trouble, I will probably switch over, throw on my sword and shield, go into defensive, and heal up. But for the most part, it's huge axe. Potions. I will tell you this much. I think it's crazy how many people we kill and we loot potions. You should never have a potion on you when you die. Drink your potions. Have somebody in your group be the potion person and just yell, hey, drink potions. You know, you get bonus CR for drinking them for like 10 seconds. There's no reason not to do it. This blood is from the Cyclops. I'm not going to use it, so it doesn't really weigh much. I think it's just funny to have it on me, so whatever. Water skin, water, ropes, 2 ropes. About 4 kgs cotton. I usually have more vessel gems. I'm out. A shield. And I have a diamond staff, which I'll go over with in a minute here. So normally I have a chain barded backup horse. My kind of logic is really kind of utilizing the staffs. I'm carrying them more now because I feel like what's going to happen is I go into a fight. I lose this horse. I'll get on my barded backup horse. I'll back up out of the fight. and then I'll go over here and I'll summon a warg. So I'll summon a warg, then take the warg, lead the warg, and go back into the fight. I think that's right now a really strong choice to do. Wargs are really strong. They kind of act like a normal pet, so you could, in theory, have a barded backup horse and summon a warg and just kind of pet command and lead it forward and into the fight. I think the pet commands and leading and everything is a little bit iffy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it kind of glitches out a little bit. I feel better leading the animal than I do pet ordering, so that's why I carry these. I think what's not being utilized right now in enemy kingdoms is barding. I don't really see a lot of enemy kingdoms using barding on their horses or their backup horses. I think you have to figure this, you know, let's say you have a swing timer of 3 or 4 seconds. Barding does a little bit of damage absorption and reduction. Every kind of swing your enemy's doing on your horse is a swing you might be doing on them. So as much time as you're investing in hitting them, they're investing in just still taking you off your horse. And it's going to take them longer to kill a barded backup horse. So there's really no reason you shouldn't be using a leather or a chain barding at this point. They're going to become pretty crucial. And at the same point, I think using staffs to kind of use some of these skills, Wraiths and Wargs, I honestly don't know what a Wraith and Skeleton are. Mirror Self, I don't know either. If those are good, maybe. FYI, to use these, you have to have Karma. So if you go in the new UI, it's under more spell effects. So Karma, I have 2,700. I think, I don't know. I want to say it's 500 Karma for a Warg, I think that sounds right. So I think that's correct. So it's 500 Karma for a Warg. They last 24 hours, and then they just die naturally, kind of like a zombie pet. So I don't know, it'd be nice to see those utilized. The downside is staffs are kind of hard to come by a little bit. It's chancy. It's chancy to bring it with you in PvP. Obviously, if I lose it, then I have to go find another gem staff, which is not easy. A lot of people you'll see kind of use them on deed, spawn the warg, and go out with it. I think it's the whole risk versus reward thing. I'd rather go out with it. I'd rather have my horse, have my barded backup, and have my staff so I can cast a warg when I need to. I would rather go in all in and lose than look back and say like, oh, I fucked up, like I didn't do this right. If I only had that staff with me and spawned that warg. I think it's better to go all in than to kind of play reserved. So anyway, that's it. By no means do I think I have like a stellar account. I don't think that my stats are that good. I think if you're out there thinking, whoa, I need like certain numbers to PvP, no. I don't even think I was 70. I wasn't even 70 fight skill when I got the warrior title. I think I was like 60 fight skill still. It wasn't that high. I really only just recently got 40 in my sub shield skill. I find that kind of grind very boring, so it's very hard for me to like sit there and do it when I really just want to go out in PvP. So, but hey, I hope this clears some stuff up. I hope it, maybe dissolves some rumors about everybody having the best accounts in Blacklight and needing to have, 90 fight skill now to compete. You don't. You really don't. Is it going to help you having better stats? Of course. Like, is it going to have better skills going to help you? Of course. But I don't think you have to be reliant on it. I think what really matters more is your strategy, your shot calling, your leadership, and really staying mobile. You really don't want to stay in one place for too long. Once death tabs start popping, once you get spotted in local, you should always kind of assume people are coming for you and try to stay on the move and ahead of 2 steps ahead of your enemy. But hopefully this helps. If you want to laugh at my account or you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments and maybe I'll answer it. I don't know. But hopefully this helps people kind of feel better and encourages them to go out as soon as possible. See you.